If you're a beginner golfer struggling to strike your irons, I've got 3 simple golf tips here, which is going to help you fix 3 common golf swing mistakes I see amateurs making all the time. Trust me, I've been there. Thin shots, fat shots, you name it when it comes to iron play. So let's get into these simple golf tips to help you hit these things, your irons, as good as possible. Basic tip number 1, and it is a super simple one, which can be fixed with just a simple pre-shot routine, and it's ball position. Ball position, as a beginner golfer, you can make really simple and have it in a similar position every time, no matter what club you're using in your bag. For irons, I mean. Drivers and woods are slightly different. But if you want to make it super simple, with irons, put your ball position in the same spot every time. And as you start to strike the ball better, you can start to adjust that ball position depending on what iron you've got in your bag. So longer irons might sneak a little bit forward, and your lower, more lofted clubs, or shorter, more lofted clubs, are going to move slightly further back in your stance towards your trail foot. But if you're a beginner golfer just struggling with strike, let's get that consistency and leave ball position in the same spot. So what do we want to see when it comes to ball position? And like I said at the start, you can do this in your pre-shot routine, and I do it too. So I check where I want to aim before I hit my shot, and then I stand in, line my club up with my feet together, look. With my feet together, and then I move my front foot a certain amount, and I move my back foot the same amount. And this is going to get my ball position right in the middle of my stance, which means it's going to be behind my lead armpit. And where my lead armpit is going to represent where my lowest point of the club is. Remember, this club is on an arc. It comes down into the golf ball, hits its low point, and then works its way up. We want this low point to be in front of the golf ball. And my armpit, with my arm fully extended and club fully extended, is where that low point of the club is going to be. So it works its way down, hits that low point, and moves back up, and that low point is on my armpit. So if we go, start feet together, move one foot forward, move your back foot back, same amount, that's going to put the ball position roughly on your sternum and behind your lead armpit. So now our low point is going to be here, perfect for hitting irons loads better. So just add this into your pre-shot routine. Use one ball position if you're a beginner golfer for all your irons, and then as you start to get better with that strike, start to adjust it. 1 foot, 2 foot, ball positions in the right spot. That's lovely. Striking ball, then turf. You can see my divot helping you hit better iron shots. Before we get into the next tip, do you know any golfers like this? So what's your handicap and what you playing off today, bud? I don't have a handicap, but I think I'm around a 28, something like that. A 28, you say? Yeah, around that. Get in there. You just shot 79 off a 28 handicap. Are you sure you're a 28 handicap? Well, I'm not a member of a golf club, so I don't actually know how to get one. Oh, come on, mate. If you haven't got a handicap index, aren't a member of a golf club, but still want to track your game and follow your progress, iGolf is perfect for you. iGolf? What's that? It's the only way for non-club golfers in England to get a handicap through the World Handicap System. That sounds awesome. I'll try that. So if you play with any golfers like that, make sure you share this video with them. Or if you are that golfer, make sure you check out iGolf. Here's a little bit more information for you. With your subscription, you get access to the MyEG app, where you can submit scores, view your playing history, and track your stats round by round. Plus, you're also covered for public liability insurance from Marsh Sports, which is a nice bit of peace of mind every time you tee it up. You can join over 60,000 golfers already using iGolf for just £46 a year. Or even better, you can try it for 30 days completely free if you use my code Coach30. The link to the iGolf website is in the description down below, and why not take your game to that next level with iGolf. Beginner golf tip number 2 to help you strike your irons better. And this is all about face control. How you control this is also affecting that strike on the golf ball. Going back to tip 1, where I see people always trying to get that golf ball up in the air, pushing that ball position forward like we've talked about. I also see people opening the face far too much to try and get that ball up in the air. Opening the face will also cause you to start leaning back because you open the face around the axis of the shaft. Yes, you add loft, but you also open the face. And now because that face is open, you think, oh crikey, how am I going to get this to go towards the target? You start to lean back, get that club sort of flicking forwards, and that low point again is affected. So we need to get better face control. And what I want you to do with this is just grab a golf tee. Yeah, a golf tee. And what I want you to do is pop it between your 2 fingers at the top of your grip, like so. Now, if you take your setup and look down at the golf tee, you'll be able to see it in between your arms. If you start to open the face and add loft like we see beginner golfers do to try and get that golf ball in the air, that tee will disappear behind your lead arm, which is not what we want. What I want you to do is get that tee that's between your fingers and between your arms when you're looking down to move but towards and behind this trail arm. That's going to twist the club in a completely different way. Look at that. That's now closing the club face and taking a little bit of loft off. This is now putting you in a much better position to strike those irons better and stop all those mistakes that we see beginner golfers doing. So pop the tee. You can hit balls doing this as well, or just do it with your practice swings. It's totally up to you. I'm going to leave the tee in my fingers here for this one. So I'm setting myself up. I'm on a par 3 here, water all around it, so I need to hit a good shot. Tee's in between my arms and I want it to go towards the trail arm. So again, I'm just twisting, sort of feeling like I'm revving a bike and taking that loft off. That's going to make me want to move this way to hit the golf ball, get a bit of shaft lean, get my low point in front of that golf ball again, striking ball and then turf. It's right at it, not on camera. Oh, what a shot. Ball then turf contact, 10 feet away from the pin. Thank you very much. So my final tip for you beginner golfers out there looking to hit your irons better. Now I'm on a par 5 here. I'm going to hit a long iron off this tee. So this again will be the same for all irons that you hit. And this is such a common golf swing mistake that I see with so many amateurs. It's a big shift of weight over to your trail side on your backswings. Having a big shift on to your trail side on your backswings stops so many amateurs getting their weight and their pressures onto their lead foot in time to hit the golf ball properly. So we want to see your pressures at the top of your swing be around 50-50. So yes, we do want a little bit of transfer of weight to this back foot, but by the time you get to around parallel to the floor with your club, you should be starting to shift that weight back to where it was at the start of your swing, kind of 50-50. So I'm 50-50 at the start of my swing here. I'm moving around a little bit, getting myself ready. And then I'm shifting onto my trail foot. So I've got pressure on that trail foot and it's on there until around parallel to the floor. Now from this position, as I move my arms up, I'm going to get that weight and pressure to be 50-50 at the top of my swing. So now I can basically do a squat. There's pressure, the same pressure on both feet, and I can basically bend and squat at the top of my swing. That's now going to allow you to push into the front foot on your downswing and get your vertical forces, which is a bit complicated for beginner golfers, but it makes them peak a little bit quicker. And again, it gets this low point in front of the golf ball, which is the crucial part to hitting your irons better. So make sure, as you're setting up to the golf ball, yes, have a bit of weight shift onto your trail foot. That's absolutely fine. But by the time you get to the top of your swing, you need that to be 50-50. Then we can crush our weight and pressure into that front foot. And as you see me doing that, look, my upper body and lower body are moving together, getting my lead armpit ahead of that golf ball. So if I do start to back up, it doesn't matter because my lead armpit is still in front of that golf ball, which means I'm going to strike ball and then turf and hit those divots and strike that strike that golf ball loads better. So that's tip number 3. A little bit more complicated, but it's an absolute game changer for you beginner golfers out there that are trying to hit that golf ball up in the air. Tip 1, ball position. Do that in your pre-shot routine. Feet together, bang, bang. Tip number 2, tee in between your fingers and get it going towards your trail arm to take that loft off and make that club face a little bit stronger. Tip 3, weight pressure at the top of your swing, 50-50. Those are 3 common golf swing mistakes that I see with amateur golfers that's stopping you from striking your irons like that. That's a ripper. I'm going to get this par 5 in 2 hitting iron only. Oh yes, come on. I hope these simple golf tips help you strike your irons better and get you lowering your scores. Before I leave you, a little reminder for you all, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you are enjoying the content, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me to continue to make free content just like this to help you lower your scores. Hit the thumbs up and turn your bell on so you get notified of when I upload all my new videos. You're all wondering, did I hit the green? No, it's just on the fringe, but a birdie chance at that. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.